Yo, what's up, world? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. Welcome to this awesome video right here. Before we get into it, before we go any further, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell so you can keep up with all things Slim Jim Longfoot. You dig? Anyways, I don't know what brought you to the video. Maybe it was the title, you know, or the thumbnail. I don't know what the thumbnail gonna be. Anyway, but yeah. Um, just breaking it down like this, what to do when you feel like you're not enough. What to do when you feel like you're not enough. As a matter of fact, let me write that down real quick so that way I don't forget that title. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that you need to do, especially if you're a content creator. What to do when you feel you are not enough. And that's important to understand. You know what I'm saying? That's important to understand because if you believe that you are not enough, then you are not enough. So um, I made sure to say feel right then because if you say what to do when you are not enough, then that is implying that you are truly not enough, that you are not enough. So what the thing is what to do when you feel you are not enough. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in relationships, whether it's at your job, whether it's at, you know what I'm saying, a task that you want to, a skill that you want to perfect. For me, myself, I'm an artist. I don't think I'm the greatest artist. As a matter of fact, I know I'm not the greatest artist, but I'm at the highest level that I can be in terms of where I have been when it comes to my art, my skill. So that's the one thing you gotta put your into your cerebral cortex, into your membrane, into your third eye. You feel me? You got to remember that you are your only competition. You are your only competition. You are your only competition. Yeah, you could compare. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was to gather up every last person who is of your age, everybody who was born the same year as you, and compare y'all lives up to this point in the year 2026 as I record this video. I don't know what year y'all watching me, and feel free to comment below if you're still in 2026 or in 27, 28, whenever you're watching. But anyways, if you was to compare yourself to everybody who was born the same year as you, I mean, obviously you would go insane. You feel me? You would lose your membrane because there are people who was born the same year as you who are doing better than you. Obviously, there are some people who were born the same year as you that are doing worse than you. Obviously, and then you got on the other hand, there are some people who was born the same year as you who are no longer here. They are have passed on. So when you look at those situations, you know what I'm saying. You can gather up all the details that you possibly can when it comes to, the feeling of not being enough or the feeling of being incomplete on certain situations. And the only thing that you can do is just woosah. Take a minute to breathe. Take a minute to breathe, recalibrate, recalculate, and understand that at the end of the day, it's just you. At the end of the day, it's just you. You know what I'm saying? You could have, a significant other, wife, husband, you know what I'm saying, baby mama, or baby daddy, side piece, whatever you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? Exes, nexus, whatever it is, friends, special friends, whatever you want to call them. Whatever the case is, at the end of the day, it's all you. It's all you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you leave this world, you know what I'm saying? Everything that goes along with what you've been feeling goes along with you. You feel me? And that's not to say that it's insignificant because I don't want you to start thinking that, what you feeling is insignificant. But you have to think above and beyond where you're at right now currently. And, I can say most definitely myself that I have to go beyond, my current thinking and look further into the future on some things. And crazy enough, sad enough, I don't want to say it, but it's the truth though. It's the truth that, there is more behind me than there is in front of me. Because if I go, add another, if I add my age up, my current age up, I'm extra old, and it's not many people who is living to that age. You feel me? It's not many people who will make it to that age. When I add my age right now currently and plus that again, you feel me? So it's not many people that sees that age. So with that being said, you have to, just look at this life and, you know, put your best effort forward, and, you know, the first thing to do, let's break it down. The first thing to do when you feel as if you're not enough, you got to pray. You got to pray. You got to pray for peace of mind. You got to pray for peace of self, because once again, that's all you. You are the one carrying those thoughts. You are the one carrying those feelings. And the way to counteract all of that is to begin to manifest greatness. For those who are watching my video for the first time, if you haven't seen any of my videos before, I speak highly on that each and every day. Not only for people who may watch these videos, but for myself. Because each and every day I have to maintain that greatness that I have manifested in my life. And the minute that you forget to do that, the minute that you stop doing that, that's when everything starts crumbling apart. It's like a Jenga, or anything that you're building to the top. You know what I'm saying? Like a card house. You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful as you go up. But you know what I'm saying? But if you're talking about building a building, building something that you're trying to have stand the test of time, you know what I'm saying? You have to reinforce it. You have to reinforce it with all the, you know, quality materials that is going to stand up to the elements, that's going to stand up to, any type of resistance, weather and this, that, and the third. I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, when storms approach, they're gonna show all your cracks. They're gonna show all the flaws of your structure. They're gonna show all the, they're gonna show it all. And you know what I'm saying? And they might blow everything down to the foundation. And if your foundation is still there, your foundation was built upon, something solid, then you can still rebuild. You can still rebuild. And if your foundation has completely crumbled, then you got to get to work. You got to get to work on rebuilding that. You got to rebuild your foundation, or make sure your foundation is solid. And the foundation that you have to have when it comes to, feeling as though you're not enough, your foundation has to be strong. Otherwise, you're going to crumble each and every time you feel that type of way. You feel me? You're going to crumble. And once, you get back down to the foundation of it all. How strong is your foundation? Your foundation in Christ, your foundation in whoever you believe in as far as the Most High goes, because you have to believe in more than yourself. I mean, yeah, it's good to believe in yourself, but we are only but so much, As I love to say, we are pieces of God. We are pieces of the divine, the Most High. So we're only a slither. We're only a piece. And so your foundation has to be strong within, the Most High, within that divine energy, that divine, creator of us all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I threw you off with, the aspect of, God, then hey, it is what it is. So, hey, that's who I believe in. I don't know what you believe in. Comment what you believe in, because you got to believe in something, or otherwise you're going to fall for everything. That's why when people look at AI now, they think it's the truth, because they can't understand the difference. They don't recognize the difference between real and fake. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's why, it's a world that you have to, be aware of. Otherwise, you're going to fall. Once again, you're going to fall for everything. You're going to fall for any and everything. And so you have to keep in mind, what's real in life. And, not delude yourself, not fall for the delusions of, situations at hand. And so, most of those situations can end up being delusions that you yourself create. And so that's why you have to, understand the difference of it all, and read between the lines, and and even see the lines that wasn't read or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on top of you got to be on top of your A game. You feel me? So I feel like I answered the question or stated what to do when you feel you are not enough, because first and foremost you got to breathe. First and foremost you got to understand what your foundation is, your foundation in God, your foundation in yourself. How do you feel about yourself? You know what I'm saying? What is it that you want to manifest in your life? I have a video series called The Five Levels of Greatness, you know what I'm saying, where we speak on the spiritual, the emotional, the mental, the physical, and the financial levels of greatness. You know what I'm saying? If you want to check that out, most definitely go check that out right there. It'll be at the end of this video. Meantime, between times, I hope that y'all enjoy the rest of this thing called life. You know what I'm saying? I hope this video was helpful. I hope this video, you know what I'm saying, open up, some thoughts in your brain. And if you want to, talk more about what was said here, feel free to comment below. You know what I'm saying? If we in the same lifetime, I will get back to you and we can talk about it. And most definitely check me out each and every day. I do daily vlogs here on this channel. I've been doing daily vlogs for nearly 6 years at this point. Today is February the 1st, 2026 as I record this video. So today will be day 2161 of my daily vlog series. Meantime, between times, y'all have a blessed day, a blessed life, and I'll see you when I see you, all right? One love.
Slim Jim Longford, Slim Jim Longford.